Hey y'all, what's good? It's your girl Faith back at it with another video. So I know I don't really share much of myself outside of real estate and radio, but for y'all that don't know, I love staying at home. I am a homebody. I like arts and crafts, DIY type stuff. And since the whole world is starting to have to social distance and stay indoors, I figure I might as well start making some videos showing you guys the creative things that I've been doing around the house. Maybe we have some hobbies in common. Maybe this is something you wanted to learn. And vice versa, you know. But this video here is for the ladies. I think it's really important that no matter what the economy is like, whether the economy is booming or we're at a recession, as a woman, you always want to look your best no matter what. Like, even if I was broke, you can't tell. You won't know if I have $1 million or a freaking penny in my pocket, because I take pride in learning how to take care of myself. Yes, I like getting my nails done, but saving money once in a while, being able to do it myself and try to make things happen is really fun for me. So I'm going to show you guys how I have been doing my nails for a while now. This is a polygel set. I do use acrylic from time to time, but acrylic takes a lot of practice and a lot of patience to master down, while polygel is like super beginner friendly. It's mad easy to do, and it's been fun. This is my left hand. I'm left-handed. So when I did this hand using my right hand, I think it came out pretty dang on cute. So I'm going to show you guys how I achieve this look and what products I use. And I believe I still have that promo code for this brand. What we're going to be using is Yayogi. It's a natural clear polygel. Yep. If the code is still available, I'm going to go ahead and drop it below. But you guys stay tuned. Hope you like the video. So this is everything I'm using. I like to lay it all out in order from how I'm going to use it. And I also place the polygel in a warm cup of water just to soften it up a bit. But the first thing you need to do, and one of the most important things you need to do, is take care of the cuticles. So I started by spritzing alcohol on it, and I'm just pushing it back, removing any of the dead skin that's around the cuticle of the nail. This is like the most important step, because if not, your nail will lift. It doesn't matter how cute it's going to be in the end. If you don't prep it right in the beginning, they're not going to last. All right, on to the nail tips. I like to size out the nails before I get started. Just makes it a lot faster and quicker for me. I also purchase my nail tips in small bags per size instead of buying the big boxes that has all 10 sizes, simply because my thumb is one size, my first, middle, and ring finger are all the same size, and then my pinky is one. So realistically, I only wear 3 nail sizes per hand, and the boxes you buy come with 10, so it's like a waste. So just a tip on getting tips. All right, so you'll see me cleaning as I go along. I just cannot work in a messy environment, y'all. I cannot. It just, I can't concentrate. I can't function like that. So what I'm doing here is I'm just shaping the nails. I'm getting them the right size, and then I'm about to file them. This step is important too, because what you want to do is just get the nails to shape. It makes it a lot easier to do it before you apply the polygel. Make sure the under parts of it aren't super sharp. And right here, I'm doing the top of the nail, and you'll see me touching it just to make sure that the nail tip is kind of smooth to the actual nail. You know, when you touch it, you're putting oils back into it. So don't forget to spray alcohol when you're done doing this step. This right here is dehydrant plus primer. I make my own dehydrator, and it's just acetone and alcohol. The primer is the next step. Make sure you put the primer on after the dehydrator. Let it dry. I do 2 coats, and then next is the base coat for the polygel, and then on to the fun part. So the very first thing I actually did was heat up that cup of water for about 1.5 minutes and just drop the tube in there. I'll let y'all know now, polygel is very, very thick. It's very, very sticky. So just to have it loosen up a little bit makes it a lot easier for you. And you'll see later on as it cools down, it does harden up. But all you need is the polygel, and if you don't have the slip that comes with it, just use alcohol. But I like polygel simply because it's easy to manipulate, it's easy to guide and direct it on the nail, and you don't have to feel like you're in such a rush because it will not dry until you cure it. Another cool thing is you'll see me do here is anything that's extra, you can just put it on the other nail and use it for the next nail. But I will say this, after you do your nails, be cautious of what you touch because you can bump it, displace it, move it, and mess up the shape of it. Before you cure the nails, make sure that the cuticle area is clean, and you want to tap it just to test the sound and hear the hardness of the polygel. And also don't forget to cure the underside of your nail as well. So your hands do get sticky a little bit, so keep the alcohol kind of close to you. But this is the filing part. At this point, it's not as hard to file it down because you already took care of it in the beginning steps. But what you want to do is just get rid of any of the excess. You want to make sure the sides are good, the shape is good, and then you want to check the underside as well to get rid of any of the excess that's there. Sometimes you'll look at it and be like, oh, I could just peel it off with my finger, but don't do that because it'll ruin the integrity of the nail. It's better to just file it off. And this is the one time you'll see me use a drill bit on the underside of my nail just so that it is not so messy underneath. I decided I wanted to encapsulate the ring finger, so I just put the base coat on there, and I'm just putting the glitter or the jewel pieces where I want them to go. I'm going to go ahead and cure it, and then I'm going to show you another way that you can apply the polygel. Another way you can apply the polygel to your nails is using this right here. It's called a pop it, and it comes with 2 little notches on the tips, and that's how you pop it off your nail. Very original, right? Anyways, you go ahead and you apply the polygel to the nail. You want to make sure that it fits all the way across from the cuticle to the sides especially, and you don't want to overdo it because once you put it on, it all oozes out. For me, I find it a little bit harder to do it because I tend to get air bubbles. So yeah, but look, the polygel got real hard on me since it's been out of the water. When I tell y'all it is thick, it is super thick. Can y'all see that? This step right here is kind of crucial when you're using the poppet. You want to apply pressure to it. So if you have to use your other finger to kind of hold it in place, do that while you're cleaning the underside and any of the excess. Just go ahead and remove it all. It makes it a lot easier for you, I'm telling you, once you cure it. But like I said, for me, I always tend to get air bubbles. I usually have to use like a tool to help hold it down for like the first 15 seconds of the cure. You'll see me use a cuticle pusher just to kind of hold it down. But yeah, if you don't feel comfortable using the method I did the first time, this is another option for you. Alright, so before I end this video, I will say that, you know, when you go to the salon, or at least for me, my nails lasted at least 2 weeks. Salon, DIY at home, I get about a good 11 to 12 days with these, which I'm pretty happy about that. And it only took me 30 minutes each hand. I decided to put a unicorn on my FU fingers. See that? Because I always have a few fucks to give. And my fucks are magical. Do you hear me? Like when I do give a fuck, it's on some real stuff. So anyways, you guys, I hope you like this video, and just, you know, stay prayed up, stay blessed, stay creative. Stay tuned for the next one. As always, y'all, keep the faith and hustle.